So I still have people that are confused with the ProCharger thinking it's a turbo, and I'm also having people ask if the ProCharger gets turbo lag like a turbo does. So today I'm going to answer both of those questions. Before I knew what a centrifugal supercharger was, I also thought this was a turbo, so you're not alone, but today I'm going to explain why. So I understand that it looks like a turbo, but the difference between the two is this has a belt that is driven by this belt. When I push the gas, the belt spins faster, the RPMs rise, giving you more boost. Whereas a turbo does not have a belt, it uses exhaust to build up the boost. So as you can see right there, it is a supercharger. And no, that's not a stupid question. I completely understand it does look like a turbo, and if you're not super familiar with them, you might think it is. So now that we're past that, I'm going to move on to the question, does this get turbo lag like a turbo does? Technically, no. Some people try to say yes, and I'm going to tell you both sides of it. And for those of you who may not know what turbo lag is, basically a turbo uses the built-up exhaust pressure to actually spool up and give you the boost, and that time period that you're waiting for it to build up is the turbo lag. So technically speaking, there is no turbo lag because your engine is always giving power to this. The second you press the gas, you are going to get more power than you would stock. Whereas on a normal turbo, it has to build up that boost. That's why on the higher end, turbos are insane. But there are the people that also say, yes, it does have lag. What they're referring to is this technically pushes 9 pounds of boost, but it doesn't do that immediately. It does have to build up that boost. It has to build up in RPMs. The higher the RPM, the more boost. So technically speaking, when you do press the gas, you are not at maximum boost. Therefore, the lag is in reference to the build up to your maximum boost. So when you boil it down, it is a supercharger. You do get immediate power increase when you press the gas. Therefore, there is no lag. But at the same time, you're not going to reach that maximum boost until you reach high RPM. So if you want to call the period where you're not getting max boost to the period where you are, you can call that lag if you want. It really just comes down to what you think and how you depict that information. So for the people wondering if this is a turbo or a supercharger, I hope I answered your question. And for the people asking about turbo lag, I hope I also answered your questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm going to try my best to answer all the ones I can. And if you're just scrolling through the comments and you see something you can answer, try your best to answer it without bashing people, man. There's no such thing as stupid questions. We got to keep the community less toxic. It is so bad right now.